How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. I got some winter sleeping tips for you, mainly because the other video did fairly well and I had a lot of commenters. Figured, why don't we make this into a series and just give you some tips? And it was like -17 a couple days ago, which winter came very quickly because this is the beginning of November. So I figured let's talk about some sleeping tips, especially bug out bag related or camping in general. So first tip that I can give you is do not breathe in your sleeping bag. Some of you know this and some people may not, and that's okay. But if you breathe inside your sleeping bag, you exhale condensation or water. Water is that main thing that pulls heat from your body so fast. And you want to eliminate all that moisture around you. You want to keep it nice and warm and dry. So throughout the night, if you breathe in your bag, you will progressively get colder. And then you have to air out your sleeping bag that morning after being super cold, rather than stuffing it back in your pack, because then it's just moisture ridden and then you're going to have the same problem but worse the next night when you go to bed with your bag. So keep your head outside, use a balaclava or something like that, but do not breathe in your bag. If you have to, put a coat or jacket over top of you and zip that thing all the way up if you like your head covered. Then your jacket will just, your rain jacket will just get moisture ridden, and that's okay because it's a rain jacket. But next, how to stay warmer at night. Eat something before bed, something small. Just a snack. You don't have to load up on a whole meal, but I mean, right before you go to bed, eat a small like granola bar or something like that, because your body, when it digests, it creates heat. Your body's doing something. It's utilizing calories to get more calories. Other than just not using or not eating anything, then your body just kind of relaxes and goes into a state. You'll be slightly warmer, believe it or not, if you eat something. Now, hot tea and stuff is also good, but digestion lasts longer and you'll be warmer throughout the night because of it. Now, you may not get the best REM sleep. You still get REM sleep, but not the best, because now your body's working to digest something and at the same time trying to sleep. So you may not even notice a difference, but some people do. So next, one thing that I learned, especially when I was younger, in a cold environment, is next day's clothes, put in the sleeping bag with you. One, it's a morale booster, and two, it's just miserable, as in morale, to wake up and put on cold clothes, especially if it's wicked cold outside. Plus, it's more efficient for your body, because if you're nice and warm at a temperature, and then you have to put on super cold clothes, your body's gonna start using more calories to heat up those clothes because you're cold. Now you're using more calories, which you could be using down the trail, or getting warmer after you've cooled off already. It's bad to go keep your body from hot to cold to hot to cold, hot to cold, and keep jumping it back and forth. You're using more calories. If you can just level that temperature all the way out, you will be more efficient in hiking or doing whatever you're doing because of it, and throughout the day. So next, water in your sleeping bag, or a bottle of water. Now you can put it in the sleeping bag with you, but I would recommend like wrapping with a sock or something like that, so it doesn't freeze. Same with your water filters. If you are filtering water, never let your filter freeze, because it will break the membrane and it will be useless. Keep it close to your body. Keep it in your pocket. Pockets up here, something like that. Do not put it in the bag and fall asleep with that filter being wet. Bad day. You don't want to go down that road. Just trust me on it. So you can keep your water in the bag, but water kind of pulls away heat from you, but it is also beneficial so your water bottle doesn't freeze on you, because that sucks too. Lastly, unzip your bivy. If you use a bivy around your sleeping bag to stay out of the elements, unzip it just a little bit. Your body actually pushes out moisture as well. So if you zip yourself up in a plastic bag, in essence, you are going to eventually build up moisture inside. And again, moisture pulls heat, and then it's kind of muggy in your bag, and then the next night you have a wet sleeping bag. So just unzip it a little bit, just the bivy, not your bag, so it can get some air circulation and pull all that moisture out of there. Well, lastly, one little tip: do not sleep next to water. Well, at least in a survival situation or a very serious situation. Water tends to be the lowest point on the landscape, and cold air sets to the lowest landscape. You will be colder next to water. Now, if you have water, you can move up a slope a little bit further and you actually be warmer up there, believe it or not. Now, if you're just car camping and enjoying and want to be next to the lake and next, to a creek or something, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. But in a real survival situation that you are worried about your calorie intake, how cold you're going to get, are you going to survive the night, that kind of stuff, avoid low spots, avoid water. So you guys like this kind of stuff? I know I didn't go over everything because we'd literally be here for 2 to 3 hours, hours and hours long if I was talking about every single tip that you could do for your bug out bag or your backpacking bag or whatever it is. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, definitely like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. We got Patreon and PayPal if you want to see more of this stuff, especially if you want to see more of me testing gear literally out here in the middle of nowhere. My wife probably thinks I'm crazy, and it's like negative 17 degrees like a couple days ago. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I sometimes like it. My fingers are very cold, but I got to get moving. So I'm going to get down the trail, and I hope you all have a great day. It would be so much easier if I could go down the trail, but I got to pick up all the camera gear. Oh well.